Hey, I did it. I repaired the stream. We're live,
Good
I
job.
think. We did
You
it.
lost,
Look at that. That does appear to be a picture of me.
Right.
You lost Fetid though. You're gonna need to. You forgot to put it over the.
Oh yeah,
'Cause we got 6
we're
votes, so
missing
we need to put them
somebody.
over the box.
You know
Hi,
what?
I'm-
I can really quickly sort this.
Hi, I'm Fetid. I'm the sentient social media block.
Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
Oh, no,
I
it's
can
come
put
to
us
life.
in our 6-1, but Hollis will have to be Glorpa briefly until I fix it.
That's okay. Hollis can be Glorpa and
I have been worse than Glorpa.
I mean, that's
Well-
I've been a great many things that are worse than that.
Like, around us.
I mean, fair.
I am apparently I am on the quiet side.
Well,
I will check my.
that is an entry on the list, my friend.
There you go. I'm bumped you up. Lane, be louder.
I'm speaking now. Am I allowed sufficiently? I'm a little worried about you bumping me up because in the last recording I was way louder than everyone else.
Huh.
Kaitu says still soft. I would. I don't know. I'm concerned. It's
It
Not
blows my mind that
concerned.
OBS doesn't have like an automatic
Yeah, it sure does.
leveling thing.
Yeah. Is everyone getting the tapping on my microphone?
I am not
I
hearing
am
it, no.
not, But I'm also deaf as hell, so I'm the wrong person to ask.
I don't know. It claims that it's using my Yeti Nano microphone.
Oh, hey, what have I done? What have I done? Sorry. I'm doing stuff on the fly and I'm breaking everything. We're good.
Is
We're
that
good.
better?
Good.
Can you hear it? Can you hear my tapping now?
Yes.
Aha. There were 2 Yeti Nano microphones listed on input devices, and I don't know
that's
why.
exciting.
And one of them is fake.
Windows.
Exciting.
How's my volume now, Kaitu? Now that I am
Also, thanks for the big
Actually,
fetid. Thanks for the big fetid bits.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Thank you for
Very
fetid
nice.
bits. Thank you for fetid's bits.
Oh, those are
Fetid.
bits. I didn't realize that. Are you sure those are bits and not channel points?
Nope, those are they
So-
changed them to bits. It's
Oh,
it's one of their weird new things they're trying.
so we'll need to keep
Almost.
track of that so we can up the thing because that'll tip us over and Morgan and
Yeah.
Igna will no longer be out of
Hell yes.
stuff.
Okay.
Kaitu says I'm still low despite my switching to the better microphone,
Huh. Let me.
but I think I'm better than I was.
Okay. Just so everybody
have-
knows, Hollis is going to turn into Glorpa for a bit. That's fine. That's out of game. That's not in game.
MLIS says it's 30 bits per gigantic emote.
Cool.
So that was
That
60 more
should
bit.
tip us over. In
That-
fact.
I mean, yeah, we're at 94%.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
Thank
a bit
you.
More than enough. Thank you, MLIS Revenge. My players thank you for giving them rerolls
Yeah, oh my
Maybe
god,
it-
yes.
that they will undoubtedly use.
So,
I
fun
will
bit
definitely-
of trivia. Glorpa's costume right now,
Yep.
that's what I was wearing last night for like 5 hours.
Oh, fun times. Hospital gowns. Ugh. How about I start with the stream intro while Alina is fixing.
I am
it's
frantically doing everything.
So as we fix it in post, that's the Twitch motto. Hello, internet friends and webcomic fans. It's your friendly neighborhood dungeon biologist again, welcoming you to another episode of Trash Heroes, the D&D stream where we recount the epic adventures of the wildly improbable collection of horrible creatures we know as the Trash Heroes. Our players, as always, are this collection of talented internet artists, cartoonists, and makers of things. I highly recommend that you check out their various social medias and web links. Because we have an extra guest, we've covered up the upper right box, but it should all be available for you in the description of the video below. And I think I'd appreciate if someone were to post a link to Howard's site in the chat so that people can follow that as well. As always, You can support Patreons and feed your local artists, even when local is on the internet. So without further ado, let me introduce the characters. First up, of course, Keeper of the Vermin, Protector of the Trash Heap, it's Fetid Quaggle.
That's me. Hi.
Next up is the larger-than-life pit fighting superstar, Ugna Sugar Tusks.
I will wrestle this stream into submission.
You know Alina is busy scrambling to get this done because you left the giant hammer prop out here.
Oh no, my hammer! I also don't have any tea. I need to go get my tea.
Alina without tea is not...
Impossible.
Who are you and what have you done with Alina?
Alina without T is just Alina P.
That's true. That's what you have to do when you have too much tea as well.
True. It's Alina with tea, ironically.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got the Trickster Cleric, Rogue Baker, and all-around party animal, Tromlin Darioles. And then, of course, the wild magic streaming sensation, Morgan the Satyr.
Like, subscribe, and send me all your money. Why not?
And, of course, our sweet old grandpa, who's also accidentally an ancient warlock, Copernicus Sunshine.
I don't have any money, Morgan, but would you like a Werther's?
You can give me something to suck on. I'll accept.
And on that note, joining us again this week, our special guest, he's finger-licking lawful good. It's Hollis Rockabilly.
I say, I love that Monica, but based on the travels we've been engaged in, I think that we should all eschew the licking of any fingers for some time.
Too late.
Oh dear.
Yeah, these rules don't apply to Fetid.
It's fine.
It's fine. He's
Okay,
immune.
last-
How I get my
After
vitamins.
Heroes. Oh my goodness! When last after heroes, I'm going to try and give a little bit of a more of a background here, just because of Randy missing the previous couple of games and Jeff missing last game. I want to
Yeah,
make sure
it
everybody's up to
The
speed.
COVID.
So we had the party had previously been teleported from Galfanos to the White Tower of the Wizard's Vale to the Dwarven city of Rockspire in the Iron Peak Mountains. But during the teleportation, something went wrong, and Morgan's wild magic, via me cashing in a black token, caused Morgan and Tromlin to get separated and lost in the Feywild mists. And that is where Tromlin remains at the moment. So the rest of the party realized that Tromlin had been separated in the Feywilds and have been made an attempt to contact him, but found that time dilation made it difficult and other sort of magical interference. So they went on, progressed without him for a time. The party, therefore, minus Tromlin, while he was lost in the fairy mist, were deep in the caverns below the Iron Peak Mountains with their ally Hollis, on the trail of a gang of shadow-possessed goblins and kobolds that had kidnapped Ugna's adopted father Sal and stolen various books of rune magic from the dwarven city of Rockspire. The group had just encountered their old friend Gary the Beholder and discovered the last fragment of the magical poem The Elenath when they were suddenly attacked by a hail of goblin arrows. After a brief but action-packed battle, the team discovered that the enemy was being led by, in fact, dwarves of the House Glacius disguised by magical masks to appear as goblins. Hollis managed to charm a dwarf prisoner and learned that they were indeed seeking to stage a coup against his patron, King Lofar Embergrin of the Dwarves, using dark allies amongst the demon-worshipping Duergar and the minions of a mysterious sorcerer of the House Marin. And he seemed to command these shadow goblins, the shadow-possessed goblins with black eyes. The books stolen by the goblins, along with Sal Shattersmith, were being taken, in fact, to a legendary Duergar fortress known as the Lower Spire, as part of a deal to secure magical arms for House Glacius to use in their coup. The prisoner, having thoroughly incriminated himself, Hollis placed him under arrest. Meanwhile, Morgan tried wearing one of the goblin masks and was briefly possessed by it, but Hollis cast Hold Person until Ugna could remove it and was unable to enact a rescue of the prison dwarf. Quickly discussing their options, the party decided to send Gary the Beholder, freshly deputized by Hollis, to take the prisoners back to Rockspire while the team pressed on. Fetid used Pass Without Trace and his various dungeon delving specialties, along with Hollis's knowledge of the deep places of the world, to bypass all the traps and pitfalls as the party made a forced march to gain ground on their quarry. I think, Howard, I think that's, oh no, that's Alina.
Is that
Alina,
me?
your other speaker is picking up my sound. Are you are you on your headset? Because I'm seeing your thing light
Oh,
up when
hang
I
on.
talk.
I need to mute it. I need to deafen this. You are the stream admin, actually. I think you're the only one who can. Nope, I can mute me.
Yeah, you should be able to. There we go. You have muted you and you are no longer flashing.
Cool, 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 cool.
I don't know if anyone else could hear my voice echoing, but that was
I get a little bit, yeah.
okay. So that should be fixed now.
Okay, and I'm just about done fixing it, so Hollis is no longer Glorpa.
Hooray! We fixed it in post. We'll do it live.
That's
so
the best way to do it,
The
right?
party made a forced march to gain ground on their quarry, and after a long journey through the Underdark, which involved a bunch of saving throws versus exhaustion, which you all made, which is spectacular. You passed out of the goblin-infested tunnels and found your way yourselves in the Underdark territories of the Duergar, well to the east, using your various magical tricks like invisibility to avoid patrols as they gained on the enemy, hoping to cut off the surviving goblins before they reached the lower spire. You finally came upon a massive cavern of mountainous stalactites and stalagmites and spotted the goblins marching quickly along the valley below, or as quickly as they can with their prisoner. And suddenly at that point, Ugna pulled out the Bone Crusher mask and started acting all really competent, giving orders and whispering curses against the goblins in Dwarvish. And Morgan realized that something was wrong, but before she could say anything, the party was overcome by a terrible stench as a demonic Hezru and a Duergar patrol sprang out of the rocks and attacked. But before we get into combat, I'm going to go back to Tromlin, Lost in Feywilds. Okay. So Tromlin, when the magic ritual enacted, when you guys passed into the teleportation circle, you were all surrounded by swirling mist as you stepped through, supposedly, and you've been in a teleportation circle before. So you when you guys teleported from the Empire of Ibisha to the city of Dwymerdel, and it was similar. You were surrounded by various magical swirling energies, and you stepped through them and into the new place. But in this case, as you stepped through, the mist just got thicker, and you quickly lost track of your companions, even though they were right next to you. And calling out for the others, nobody responds. And you recognize the feeling of going through the fairy mists, and you realize that you are no longer on this plane. You've stepped through into the Feywilds, as has happened to you before. And of course, you're like, oh, great. But things are a little different this time. It's not the usual kind of like brightly lit emerald dreaming of green everywhere that is the Feywilds that you're used to, but instead it's a dark, shadowy place. The green growth is there, but you're in almost a swampy, shadow overtaken realm. And it turns out that you're in the intersection of realms, that place where the Shadow Dark touches the Feywilds. And you find yourself lost in the dark, trying to find your way around. I can't remember. I think that satyrs are the only ones in the group without dark vision, or low light vision. So yeah, you're kind of like bumping around in the dark, hitting trees, and then you feel this odd sensation on your neck, like a burning sensation, like a really bad rash that just suddenly burst out of nowhere. And you reach your hand up to touch your neck, realizing as you do so that this is where that tattoo appeared on your neck when you interacted with the Raven Queen. But then as you reach for it, you find yourself grasping something pointy sticking out of your flesh, something that's growing rapidly, and you snatch your hand back as something perching on your shoulder has apparently burst forth out of the flesh of your neck. And casting around in the dark, you swat away a little figure that clatters to the ground and then jumps to its feet. And you see a little wooden boy, like something like a cross between a baby Groot and a marionette. But its face is like it's wearing a carved wooden raven's mask in the same design as the raven tattoo that you bear as the mark of the Raven Queen. And it clacks the beak of the wooden mask at you. Click, click, click. And it says, and looks up and cocks its head like a bird and says, "Father, Father, it is me." Click, 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 click.
Does the voice sound like one of my kids?
It does not sound like any of your daughters. And you certainly don't remember having any children made of wood.
I guess I can try to do an insight check?
Sure.
Let's see here. How can I do the dice roll? So let's.
I've got your sheet open here so I can help you out as you go. Your insight is a +7.
I just tried to do a roll in the dice roll channel, but I don't know if it did.
Oh,
So
how do you do
D20.
Alina, how do you do it? It's
I think it's either slash roll or exclamation point roll.
here, I'm gonna try slash roll. But is it like 1d20?
Oh, it might be. It might be
Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah, it's slash.
cool.
Okay.
I just tried it and it rolled me a
It's been a while
6.
since I used the roller bots.
I figured this is easier than me doing a dice roller because the dice rollers have been a little too unfair in my favor, and I don't like. So
No worries.
7 plus whatever.
+7. So a 14.
14.
You aren't detecting a lie, like you aren't sensing a lie here, but then again, with the Fae, it can be pretty esoteric.
Okay.
Maybe, you know what? Make me a history check as well.
Do you remember banging a marionette?
I mean, it's not impossible. Fucked a tree, and that's how I got Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
The Splinter
Oh my.
situation. Very bad.
What you got?
I'm trying to get it to roll. It keeps wanting to add.
It's just slash roll 1d20. So
Yeah, but like every time I hit enter, it tries to do a message thing for some reason.
weird.
I think it just rolled for me. I'm not sure. No,
No,
did it?
it says you're typing.
I have no idea. Let me try this again. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, the little message box is supposed to pop up. That's where you put the 1d20 in, and then you just hit enter. There, I threw a dice roll for you for this one, but that's how it works. Just slash roll, and then the message box opens, and you just type 1d20.
Okay.
But you got a 14 on the roll.
Plus
Plus
one, I
one.
think.
For history, but that's not bad. 15 is a decent roll for a personal history check. And it's funny you should say fucked a tree.
I did fuck the ant. Or the
Did you fuck a tree?
right.
You got it on with 3 dryads
Oh.
in
Oh.
the Blackmont menagerie
More like wet ads, am I
back
right?
in Karsh. And you certainly don't remember.
I don't let any ants be dry around me.
Oh.
Tea is not for you.
So maybe
All right. Well,
it's not impossible that a little wooden boy with a weird raven mask face could be your offspring.
Oh man,
You know, it's like
I'll say okay.
what is it, Tuesday?
this is just like the recent Dave Grohl news.
Did Dave Grohl fuck a tree? What?
No, but he just posted on social media that he has a brand new baby child with someone who is not his wife.
Yeah,
Mm,
it ain't great.
Yep.
There
uh,
goes my hero.
Mhm.
What do you want, Velma?
Mm.
The best take I've seen it so far is somebody on Blue Sky who said, "Only thing I'm gonna ask of you, gotta promise not to pop when I say when." I was like, oh boy, oh that
Ooh.
stings.
Oh my goodness.
Oof.
Well,
Anyway, so
Oofa doofa.
so yeah, he the little wooden boy clacks his beak again and says, Father, I bring tidings, Father. Click, 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 click.
I will reach into my backpack and pull out a piece of candy for him and offer it to him.
He looks at it and does a lot of like head movements, and eventually he'll take with the raven's beak, he will gently take it from your hand and kind of clack with it. He does that thing that birds often do with something that are like, is this food? Maybe it's food, maybe it's not food, and just kind of play with it.
Yeah, that's
For a
fair.
minute, until he kind of gets bored with it, and then he will look up again. He'll hop, do the little bird hop. Although his body is not the body of a bird, it's like a little marionette guy, but of more natural woods. Like I said, it's like a cross between Baby Groot and a marionette, wearing a raven mask. And he says, "Father, I bring tidings. Tidings
tell
from
me of
my
these tidings."
sisters. My sisters, Father, they are so very happy. They thank you for the gift you sent to them. They have learned so much, Father."
I'm glad to hear that. I'm assuming he's referring to my spider babies.
Possibly. I mean, and maybe he may have other little wooden sisters. Who knows?
I will ask him
There were
which
3
sisters.
dryads.
I was asking which sisters. You have many, I'm afraid.
In the deep places, Father.
Okay, then yeah, probably. I'm glad they enjoyed. And what can I do for you?
Father, she will send tasks for you. She is watching. She needs a way to see you, Father.
I want to go to
I will
art
be
school,
there for you.
Father.
Disowned.
Oh god,
Throw him
anything
in
but
the fire.
that.
With you, Father.
Never.
What was
Just
that?
pick him up and hurl him into the closest fire. Nope. No. Okay.
What was that? I missed the joke. I missed Jeff's joke.
I said, I want to go to art school, Father.
I want
Anything
to
but
go to
that.
the comics program.
Oh no.
SVA, Father.
Prestigious school, Father.
For profit university, Father.
They have an AI program.
Oh no. No, no.
Oh, God,
Father,
can you imagine?
I could not get a scholarship to SCAD.
Oh.
Can you imagine that's going to happen? Somebody's going to,
Oh.
art schools are going to start having like AI art programs.
There's already some ad on the radio here that's like, Jimmy's gone to school to learn the latest in AI.
Mm-hmm, sure
Jimmy
he
can
has.
go fuck himself.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he will, because Jimmy will learn lots of stuff that will become obsolete immediately as all of those
Mhm.
businesses crash and burn.
Collapse and die.
He says, um, Father, she will have tasks for you, and I will bring them, Father.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I
Yes.
offer my wooden puppet son a hug.
Oh, he clambers up into the hug, but continues scampering up onto, kind of scamper around your head, and he starts to sing a little song. He says, as he clambers up, and you feel his little wooden feet. He is pitter pat, tinker tap, fingers and toes for snipper snap. Snipper snap, cut the strings, Father. Cut the strings.
As he sings, I'm gonna pull my panpipes out and play along.
Oh, absolutely. You see shadows in the mists begin to assemble and dance to the sound of your pipes.
I love that your cannibal children are not necessarily your creepiest children.
Mhm.
Like by a
I
good
have,
margin.
I have automatonophobia, which is like fear of dolls, puppets. And this is like, I hate this. This is like, please keep going. I just hate it so much, but please keep
I
going.
apologize.
So
I was
is
unaware.
is that your way of saying I should stop the drawing I'm doing right now of my puppet son?
Oh no! Oh
we may
no!
actually need to establish a safe word for Peter.
Yeah, yeah,
here.
yeah.
No! I have an
genuinely-
aversion that is still, it's still funny that this is happening. I'll let
Yeah,
you know
I
if
just
we've
don't
got
wanna-
past boundary, but we're good. We're good.
I just don't want to
Yeah, yeah,
upset
yeah.
you. That's all.
I mean,
No, we're good.
I will remind everybody at the beginning we talked that we have safety tools. So yellow flag is like, I'm getting uncomfortable with this.
Yep.
All you have to say is that, and we will pause and move on. And red flag is absolutely stop right now, and we will not speak of this again.
That's fine.
So those are the only
I
things
just
you have
need-
to say: yellow flag or red flag.
I just don't want. I don't want someone to feel uncomfortable in this game.
No,
That's
exactly.
all.
Yeah.
Brown flag if you suddenly have to poop.
Yes.
Yep.
Perfect.
It's just, brown flag, everybody.
Just go.
Yeah.
Just go. Leave the stream on.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I mean, maybe not right back, but
BRB bio.
wow, there's a
And
phrase I
he,
haven't heard in a while.
So yeah, so he sings his little song about Snipper Snap, whoever that is, and says, Snipper Snap, cut the strings, fingers and toes for Snipper Snap. And eventually, as you're playing your pipes, you see that quite a crowd of shadow things are dancing at the edge of your vision. And you sort of reach a point where you're kind of afraid to stop playing the music, just in case whatever they are kind of stop dancing and start doing something else.
Thankfully, I'm also kind of egomaniacal, so I'm not going to stop no matter what.
And your son says, Father, a task for you, Father.
All right.
She has a gift, a song for you, Father. A song for you to play for your grandfather.
All
Will you
right.
play
I'm
the song
listening.
for your grandfather?
I will.
She wills it, Father. And you're a little bit like, so your grandfather, that probably means Copernicus.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know of anyone else it could be.
Yeah, so you're kind of a little, maybe something like, what if I refuse? What, just so I know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure refusing is not an option at this point.
Yeah, and he'll
Not with the
say,
Fae around.
he'll say, you have already agreed, O Father. I will
Yep.
be watching. She will know. And with that, he says, my sisters, again, they thank you for lessons and food.
Is there anything
will.
you want besides this?
Besides being a creepy
No,
little weirdo.
Father. Godfather made it happen. Godfather did. Snipper snap cut the strings, Father. I am free. Terrible freedom. I will be watching. And at that point, he's on your shoulder. As I said, you feel like almost like him nuzzling, burrowing suddenly into your neck. And when you reach up to sort of touch him, he's gone. And you feel the warm mark of the tattoo on your skin.
That's fine.
Yeah,
It's
he seemed
fine.
nice. A little weird, but his head's in the right
It's
place.
fine.
Hey, he's
Just
been
inside your neck.
homeschooled.
Yeah. You
He's
know,
a
COVID
homeschool
really
kid.
did a
We're
number
a
on
little bit
kids'
curious who the
socialization
Godfather
skills.
is. But
What's his
Um,
critter's name?
he didn't say
He never gave me a name.
So he's
he-
Pinocchio.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. He in his little song he talked about Tinker Tap, and that may be referring to himself. You're not sure. Because the song was pitter pat as he ran around on you. He was doing pitter pat, tinker tap, fingers and toes for snipper snap.
That's nice. Well, I put my dick in the crazy, and that's what I get.
It's not going to stop you. Never has
Nope.
before. So you continue playing your pipes for a while as the shadows dance, kind of unsure of what risk there might be to stopping. And as you do, you kind of start thinking, all right, how am I going to get out of this? Because I don't want to, if I just stop playing, then there might be a bunch of weird shadow fae around me that are like, where's our music? So you start like moving towards the edge of the circle and they part. And you're like, all right, Pied Piper this shit. And you start moving through the mists, playing your pipes, making your song, and you can feel the shadows dancing and following along as you go try and find your way through the mists and see if you can figure out how to get out of here and find your friends. There are a few points over the next period of time. It's really hard to say because, of course, in the Feywilds, things are, time is really fluid and weird. But there are points where you think you hear your grandfather's voice, but disjointed, as though far away and underwater and unclear. You catch the occasional word. You hear Morgan calling your name at one point, and you kind of go in that direction, but it doesn't really lead you anywhere except into more of the shadows and mists. And I'm going to leave you there for a moment.
That's
And
fine.
I'm going to move back to the rest of the party. So I'll remind y'all, the rest of the party, overcome with stench. 3 of you have got the poisoned condition currently.
Oh, great.
Specifically, it is, and I'm just rolling back through my notes here. It was, everyone, in fact, but Hollis and Ugna. Even
Wow,
Fetid
even
failed
me.
his roll that was made for
Wow.
him, even though you had advantage on the roll.
Damn.
So Copernicus, Fetid, Morgan, all with the poisoned condition.
Oh, I don't think I
Hollis,
rolled with advantage, which I actually was supposed to.
for Fetid, you did. I went back.
No,
and listened.
for me.
Oh, no, you didn't. I didn't realize. Do you have advantage on poison?
I'm resistant to poison.
So you are.
So I'm gonna give myself another shot at this here.
Give me a
was
quick
rolling-
sec, because that might just be damage resistance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's just resistant to. No, you're right. It's the saving throw. It's not resistant to poison damage. It's a small R, not a capital R. So yes, you have
Okay.
advantage on poison save.
Rolling a second Constitution saving throw, just in case. You never know. We're fishing.
Yep.
Net 20.
Oh, yeah.
That is a good one. Okay, so only Fetid and Morgan have the poisoned condition. Those who have made it are going to not have to roll again around this Hezru. I think. Let me double check that. I'm pretty sure I saw it say that once you've made the saving throw, you're immune to for 24 hours. Yeah. But you have to make it every turn that you're in. So you basically have a chance to break out of it every single round. And I'd like an initiative roll. Randy, I'm going to have Tromlin roll initiative as well, even though he's not there yet.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm going to probably do something about that. I have a 7 from Copernicus.
A 13 for Fetid.
Well, that's a low one for Fetid.
Yep.
$15 for me.
Okay. 13 and 15. What else you got?
15
more
from
than-
Hollis.
15 from Hollis. I believe a tie there is going to go to probably Tromlin because it will be dex based. Tromlin is a +3 dex. Yeah, he'll have the slight edge. Not that it matters. Ugna and Morgan.
I rolled a 13. What am I picking for?
So that'll put you. Oh, you rolled 13 on the die?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be higher then because you have at least a +1. Your
To-
initiative bonus is +4, in fact. No, that's not.
My
Yeah, that
initiative?
is you.
Yeah, +4.
Yeah. You have a higher dex than I thought you did.
Hey, baby, I got a bend.
So that's 17. Okay. And Ugna? Alina? Can you hear us? I don't know what's going on with Alina, but Alina can't hear us.
I believe they're adjusting something. They turned off the cam for a second.
Yeah, but I think they don't realize that they are unable to hear us. I
Mm.
am going to poke my head in the door and say, hey, what's your initiative roll? For the advantage of being in the same house. Can't hear us.
Yes, not so.
Okay. Alina is temporarily out. There is a non-major emergency, but Alina is going to be on the phone for the next few minutes. So I'll get someone else to roll for Ugna, and we'll NPC her for the first
9.
9 for Ugna plus. I'm looking up the bonus. +2, 11. Okay. And I have the rolls for the villains. All right. Okay. So the attacking Dwarven and Demon get to go first this round because they got the drop on you guys. The stench was like an area effect, so it hit you basically as the Hezru came up to attack. They're all going to make their initial attacks, and then you guys are going to go. But then after that, they're in their initiative order, and you guys will go in initiative order. So, starting with their leader, or what you assume is a leader, one of the Durgar. And just so we all know what we're looking at here, these are dwarves that are exceptionally pale, but with black eyes, reflecting the demonic pact worship that they have undertaken. These, I think I described before that they have their beards either cut short or off or tucked under big, like almost ninja-like scarves that cover their
That's
mouths.
so wrong.
So they look like they're
Perverse.
beardless with their faces bound and their large dwarf noses sticking out over top, and then their black eyes, their paler skin. Most dwarves tend to be darker skinned or ruddy, because even though they live underground, they spend most of their time or a lot of their time in the sun, either through sun shafts in the mountain or actually going out because you got to eat into the world. Whereas the Duergar do not see a lot of the sun, so they are kind of sickly pale. And one of these Duergar is pulling out a weapon blacked dagger with symbols drawn upon it, and he cuts the back of his hand, the back of his pointer finger, and in doing so, he hisses some magical somatic words as he casts a spell, and it's a fireball.
Rude.
Classic.
Audio
I
went
think
away.
our
How
audio
long
might
ago
be
was
out.
that?
Well, that turned
Oh.
into a 6 plus you said my dex?
I think it's back.
You know, a loud enough fireball will do that to a microphone.
Mhm.
Audio
Yeah,
is
it's
back. Excellent.
Very
Okay.
good.
Yay.
That might have been related to Alina. I think the video blacking out was Alina covering the wrong thing, was trying to like cover their camera, and like because they're the one who provides the video feed for the feed, it got us all. Okay, so audio and video are back. That's
Very
the
good.
important thing. Okay, because I'll have to like run and let Alina know while they're on this phone call. Alina said like max 30 minutes, so shouldn't be too much longer. Okay, so I had a failed saving throw from Fetid. Did you want to burn a reroll?
Yeah, I did, and I re-rolled it. So I rolled a 6 plus my dex modifier is an 11.
That ain't gonna make it.
Dang it. So now I am poisoned and
no,
on
but that's
fire.
your dex
Very
bonus
cool.
to save is 8.
Oh, it's 8. Okay.
Yeah,
That
because
would
you have
be
a 14.
Yeah,
You're
that's one short, isn't it?
short.
Yeah, that's
Oh
okay.
man. Okay, what does everybody
So,
else got?
no, Silver Barbs is for if you succeed.
21
Yeah.
from Hollis.
21 from Hollis. That's a hell of a good Hollis deck save.
I get a +2, but yeah, I rolled a 19, so.
Yep. I think you get a +2 in some circumstances and not a +2 in the others, but that's
+2 dex saves versus ranged damage spells.
Nice.
so that'll do it. However, you also have a +4 to all saving throws. So you rolled
Oh, well then that's 26.
26 or something. However, it occurs to me I'm gonna roll to determine who's closer or further away from you, because you give +3 to any allies within 10 feet. Oh no, you're all within 10 feet because you were affected by the Hezro's stink cloud. So Fetid made it. You get a +3.
Yeah, thank you.
Hollis's aura. So
Now
that
I'm only
it
poisoned
puts you
instead
over
of
the
being
limit.
And this is
poisoned and
why
on
I only
fire.
bathe once a week.
Morgan and Copernicus, what do you got for saving throws? Deck save.
2 on the die with no bonus, and then I guess I get Hollis's thing, but I don't think that's gonna get me there.
+3 ain't gonna get you there. And
I got a 19 plus 4.
oh yeah, you're very plus another 3 from Hollis.
Is it only sorry, is it only enemies that are getting shot at, or us getting shot at? Are any of the enemies by chance within the fireball range?
So this is as they come to attack you.
This
So
is the fire.
fireball-
Yeah.
This is the fire. So it's only you guys within. The
Okay,
fireball.
so no friendlies were in there. All right,
No.
or friendlies on their side rather.
Kinda, but I think I'm gonna retcons. So you guys actually had a kobold prisoner that you were gonna question, and you didn't want to do it when Jeff wasn't there.
Mm.
Oh,
But
did he?
rather than have
Did he get hit?
for like a day and a half, I might just retcon and have you guys do the questioning.
Okay.
Um,
Because I was hoping to silvery barbs them so that I could give somebody a bonus, but it's all right.
yeah, but that would waste it. I mean, you'll have plenty of opportunities to use your spell slots. I don't know that you want to spend one on that. And then someone please roll for Ugna for me. So someone just roll a d20 and tell me what you got, and I'll apply Ugna's +2 plus another 3.
11 on the die.
That'll just make it because that's a total +5, so 16.
Yay.
Okay. Only Copernicus is failing the saving throw. I will roll 8d6 damage. How many d6s does he have? I have 4 in front of me, so I'll just roll it twice. Jesus. Okay. First roll's not great for you guys. That is 18 on the first roll. 4 dice. 28, 30, 34.
Okay. And
so-
this is a good time to clarify. I think I believe that you approved my request to get a short rest while
Yes.
being carried by Ugna. Okay, thank goodness. I'm
Correct.
not dead.
And in fact, you guys did some spending of hit dice to.
Yeah. I rolled that
time.
as we were setting up the combat here, and then was
Yep.
going to just confirm before I change my HP double.
So you took a rest in Ugna's knapsack.
Yes, that's
Mm.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, a papoose rest.
It is a knapsack.
Yeah.
It's a
There you
knapsack.
go. That's why they call it that.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Jokes. So 34 damage to Copernicus and 17 damage to everybody else.
That's right. I healed exactly 34 HP.
So
Right back down to where it was.
Yep. The hit dice giveth and the hit dice taketh away.
Take it away.
The next to go will be the demon, the Hezru. So the Hezru, one Duragar casts a fireball spell, and then the others begin charging you with their giant Hezru. For those who don't know what a Hezru looks like, it looks kind of like a gigantic spiky toad monster with huge burly arms and claws and a big mouthful of teeth. And it launches itself at the largest threat, which is Ugna. And it is going to bear hug her for bite and claw damage. So this is where some silvery barbs might happen, I suspect.
Oh yeah, silvery barbs that bitch.
So the first claw misses.
And then Ugna gets
that's
advantage.
Second claw hits. Sorry, what was that about advantage?
Advantage goes to Ugna.
What do you mean? Oh, it's you're going to use silvery barbs. That forces the
Yeah.
enemy to reroll.
Yeah, force
But
the
you
enemy
don't-
reroll, and then the
You won't get
advantage
the
goes
advantage
to
until
Ugna.
after the spell's done, right? So yeah. Okay. So his second claw attack will hit, and you're gonna silvery barbs it.
Yep.
Ooh, that did not go well for you. The rerolls in that 20,
Oh boy.
and he has
Bug.
to keep that. So it actually made it better.
Wait. Luck? No, luck cannot do that.
You can luck penalize the roll, but a D4 is not going to drop that low enough to miss. What else can you do here? So bend luck. Also, you can't do bend luck and the silver barbs because you can only do one reaction.
You want to roll
Everything
my
is for you to reroll
wild
stuff.
magic? Want to roll my wild
you
magic
can-
and get a
can
1?
reroll- You can roll them out the for your. Oh, I see. Just because you did the
Just
spell.
because I
Oh,
use
go ahead.
my yeah.
I did not roll a 1.
Damn.
Um,
All right.
and he hits with the bite, so he is doing some serious damage to Ugna in this attack. So 2d6 plus 4 on his claw attack doubled. 14 is 28. Ugna made the saving throw, so took 17 is 45, and then the bite hits for 2d10 plus 4. God, 19. 64 damage Ugna has taken this round. Which still leaves Ugna in good shape, but bloodied. And that's it for the demon, and the follow-up after that is the remaining guardsmen of these Duergar. And they come rushing up with their axes and shields. They are clearly warriors of some type, and they are going to attack. So I'm going to randomize who they're attacking. A maximum of 2 of them could attack Ugna, and it's normally 4 foes per opponent, but the Hezru is large, so I'm saying it's so a maximum of 2 of them can attack Ugna. The others can attack the rest of you. So I will randomize. First one is attacking Ugna. The second one is attacking Ugna. That's the max that can attack Ugna, so I'll adjust the dice. The third one will attack
Ugna within
Hollis.
5 feet of me.
Yes.
Okay.
Third one is attacking Hollis. The fourth one is attacking Copernicus. The fifth one is going after Morgan. The sixth one is going after Fedid and Olymandius, who are considered a single target because of your mounted combat. Seventh one is after Hollis as well. And the final one is also after Hollis. So that's 3 of them on Hollis. So I'll roll those first. I'll roll the ones on Ugna first, because I imagine Hollis might do something about this.
I'm going to use my reaction to reduce the damage they do.
Well, one of them rolled a nat 1, so nothing needs to be.
I am not going to interfere with him. He
The
appears to
other
be
one-
his own worst enemy.
Never enough
Yeah,
your
the other
opponent
one
when they're
will hit.
making a mistake.
The other one will beat Ugna's armor class with a 16. Since Ugna doesn't have a shield ready, I think Ugna's armor class is. Oh, it might be 17, or is that with the shield? I don't know why I don't have that written down. Ugna's armor class is breastplate +1, dwarf make +2. I think that's just a straight 17. So no, he hits and glances off Ugna's armor, so neither of them damages Ugna. They are both going to use an action surge and go again, since they get 1 action surge. The one who rolled a nat 1 rolled another nat 1. He just comes up and like fumbles his axe, and then he magically summons it back to his hand, because he has that ability. The other one rolled a glance off the armor, but his second attack is a nat 20. So you may indeed wish to absorb some of this. So D8.
I'm not absorbing it. I'm reducing the damage done
Yeah.
by 10.
right. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 doubled is 22 damage minus 10. So Ugna takes another 12. Okay. I'm keeping track of Ugna here. Or is it 63? So 75. And that's it for the ones attacking Ugna. Now the ones that are attacking Hollis. Another nat 1. A 14 plus 6 is 20. I think your armor class is 22. Where are you? Hollis has
Yep,
got the full
22.
plate. Yeah, so the 20 isn't good enough. And the other one, however, has rolled a 19 plus 6, which will hit. So Hollis takes 1d8 plus 4 is 9 damage. And then there was 1 each on each of the other 3 of you. So the one attacking Fetid, 15. I don't think that beats your armor class. He's going to use his action surge just so I can get rid of it, and then I don't have to keep track of their action surges. And he rolls exactly the same thing, so that does not do anything at all. He has 2 attacks on you, both of which miss / glance off your leather armor. Copernicus, you are hit.
Yeah.
16 plus 6 is 22.
Yeah. That'll do it.
You take 7 damage.
Fill up.
And Morgan, that's a nat 1. He's going to use his action surge.
Boo.
I have rolled like 3 nat 1s on the same die. 10 plus 6 is 16. Does that hit your armor class? I think it might. Morgan the Satyr.
No.
No, you
No.
have 17. He's
I have a
just 1 short.
17.
He doesn't make it.
Beauty.
Okay. Great. So all of them, except the ones in Hollis. You know what? I'm going to use the action surge on Hollis too, because they would do it, but the fact that you've got an armor class of insanity means it may not have an impact for them. So, and
It's an
indeed,
armor class of divinity, not insanity.
all 3 of them glance off of your armor with their follow-up attacks. Okay. And handily, they've all used their action surge now, so I don't have to worry about keeping track of action surges. So none of them managed to do any damage to anyone but Hollis. The one that damaged you, Hollis, is trying to push you back. So please make a strength saving throw. And also take an extra 5 damage. If he fails, if you make your strength saving throw, nothing happens. And you remember you have a +4/+4. So you have like a d20 plus 8 on this.
15. I didn't roll well.
Okay, so with the plus, I think that still makes it because this is the Battle Master saving throw. I'm pretty sure. I'm just double checking. I think it's a flat saving throw. No, it's 8 plus proficiency plus strength or dex. So they got +4, 15. And you rolled 15. You exactly made it. So he tries, he takes his shield after he hits into the axe and gets past over your shoulder pauldron and into your neck. He like bowls into you with the shield, but you are too firmly planted and he cannot push you back.
Appreciate your enthusiasm, but you're gonna have to push harder than that, boy.
And Copernicus, the same thing happens to you. Take another 2 damage
Okay.
on his 1d8 and make a strength saving throw to determine whether you are thrown back.
Oh, my worst throw. Perfect. Perfect timing.
Yep. You have a plus. Remember, you have a +3 from Hollis, so that gives you a net of +2.
Okay, so that's a 13.
That not quite enough. So you are thrown back 10 feet as he bowls into you and like carries, like a football thing where he like pushes you down 10 yards or 3 yards, 4 yards, whatever. I'm not American. I don't know how to do that math. All right. And then we go to the top of your initiative order. And that starts with Morgan. So these Duergar have ambushed you guys with their demon buddy. They've done a whole bunch of damage to Ugna. They shoved Copernicus back. They blasted you all with a fireball. I never had Jeff roll the saving throw for Ozymandias. We might as well roll it. He's going to take very little damage because he's resistant.
Mhm.
Throw me a deck save for him.
All right. 13.
Not you.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were just asking me to.
Jeff. Jeff gets. Oh, Jeff, you're muted.
23.
That will definitely make it. And he all believe has resistance to fire damage. Not seeing it on his sheet, but he must have. He has fire breath. Immunity. Sorry, his damage immunity. Never mind. I thought he had resistance. He takes nothing. The saving throw
Nice.
was irrelevant. He doesn't deck save out of it. He just stands there and goes, fire.
So the grouping, I'm considering
You're
spending
all
sorcery
mixed up in them
points
now.
to
So-
lightning
yeah.
bolt or storm sphere, depending on how
So
big the space is and where the people are.
So you are all within 10 feet of each other, except now for Copernicus, who is shoved back 10 feet. So the party is all jumbled up in melee with the demon and all the Duragar, except for the warlock Duragar, who's back like a good 15, 20 feet.
Yeah.
He stayed put while the others all charged. So he's off on his own. Everybody else is in a big roiling melee, except for Copernicus, who's about 10 feet away in the other direction. So what do you want to do?
I'm considering storm sphering.
I would say if you do a lightning bolt, you're
I'm
not
not
likely
sure.
to catch
Yeah.
more than one target without backing up. And if you back up, you're inviting an attack of opportunity from your enemy.
Is there someone I could grab to thunder step out?
Yeah, anyone you like.
You
could grab Ugna. You could grab. Well, Copernicus. You'd have to leave your opponent, who would get a free shot at you.
With thunder step. I mean, yeah.
No, just to go and grab him for thunder step. He's 10 feet away from you.
Is Fetid close enough?
Yes, but Fetid is on Ollamandus.
Oh, you're on Ollie. Okay. I guess I'll take Ugna with me and Thunderstep. I can only get one guy with Thunderstep.
You can get more, but you have to spend a sorcery point for it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you're going to reach over from your opponent, but not leave the threatened area, and grab Ugna's shoulder, who you were probably right next to anyway, and cast Thunderstep. I'm assuming careful spell because it'll affect everybody.
Yeah, careful spell it. So that goes. That's a third level. Or second level. So that's 2. Is that just 1 for careful spell?
Thunderstep is a 3rd level, so that'll be your last 3rd level spell slot.
I'll mark that off.
But you're spending how many careful spell is just 1, right? Yeah, 1 sorcery point.
It goes down
You
to
can
6.
exclude up to 5 creatures from it. Copernicus is not in range because of his being pushed back, so you don't have to worry about him. You're taking Ugna with you, so the only remaining creatures to be protected are Hollis, Ollie, and Fetid. So you're in good shape there.
I'll spend 1 for them.
And that means they automatically make their saving throw, but that still means they're going to take half damage.
Okay.
I'm double checking.
My sex magic drink, does that restore all or a certain amount?
You use it, it restores.
Okay, I will
something. I think it restores.
I will
5.
increase the
No, it
damage.
restores 5. So there's no point in using it until you're down at least 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it to go up a D10. So that will be.
Oh, so you're gonna cast it at 4th level.
Yeah,
instead of
at 4th level.
So
that would be.
That means you got to spend 1 sorcery point.
Yeah, so that's not. I'm down to 5 then, and I'll do that as an object interaction once I land.
Use your bonus action.
Yeah.
I think I think it takes an action,
Okay.
not a bonus action, to use the Bloodwell vial.
Okay, I'll hold off, but I'll still up the damage.
Because you have to take when you use the Bloodwell vial, you have to bleed into it.
Yeah.
So you have to cut yourself and take at least 1 point of damage.
All right, I've got
So that's an
2d10.
action. So you'll hold off on that. Okay. So that means you're
3d10.
rolling 4d10 damage, and your friends will take half.
Yeah.
Copernicus and Ugna are spared any because you're moving Ugna away.
Okay.
And I will roll the save for the Duragar because they have to roll their saving throws.
That's
a demon.
nice.
He's not immune to thunder damage. Demon's gonna take full damage.
That's 2 9s, a 7, and a 4.
Oh my goodness. 10, 20.
And then do you want to roll wild magic or should I?
29 damage. I'll roll for the wild magic.
Okay.
On a 1, you get a wild magic surge. You did not get a wild magic surge unless you want to get one.
Oh yeah, I do. Give it to me, baby.
I'm just double checking what you get for that. Because normally you take wild magic for stuff. Oh, yeah, you can cause a wild surge outside of these parameters with negotiation with the DM. So yes, I will allow you to have a wild magic surge here if you want one.
Mhm.
We'll roll that in a second. So first of all, that was 29 points of damage. So half of that is going to round up to 15. So Hollis and Fetid are taking 15 damage each from the thunder.
Boy,
Whee.
it's getting spicy.
So is Ollie. But I'm going to keep rolling saving throws for these Duragar. Okay, one of them made it. There we go. 2 of them made it.
Damn. The spellcaster's still up though, right?
He's not in range, but yes.
Okay.
You're only heading everybody within 5 feet of you, or 10 feet. Sorry, within a
I
10-foot
wanna-
space.
I want to land with Ugna by the spellcaster.
Good plan. I am down. Yeah. Okay. So the couple of the Duragar are not taking full damage, but most of them are taking full damage. So the Duragar warriors are all suddenly like exploded in all directions. So Hollis, you had 3 of them fighting you. Ugna had 2 of them fighting her. 1 was attacking Fetid, 1 was attacking Morgan. They all go flying in all directions, having taken most of their hit points, and others nearly half of their hit points. They're not doing great. The demon doesn't look too phased. It takes 15 damage or full 30 damage, 29 damage, but is kind of not that worried about it. However, it is a little worried about the fact that it was trying to eat Ugna and Ugna's not there anymore. Very annoyed about that. And let's roll for wild magic. So I need you to roll your.
Lost all of that, Lane.
I just said you need to roll your wild magic twice. I was talking to Morgan. So you're rolling your percentiles.
$76 and 46.
I must have been like coming in and out of the chat because I've got like 12 welcome to the chat room messages. So I must have been like flickering in and out of my connection here.
Yeah, you did
sorry,
slow
what did
down
you-
a bit.
What
A
did you roll?
76 and a 46.
Okay, here comes your wild magic options. Remember, you get to pick the one you like. 46, you will be levitated. A levitate spell will happen to yourself, so you'll just be floating in the air and sort of unable to walk where you want to. The other option 76. You will flare up and glow brightly with bright light that will blind anything within 5 feet of you and shed light over a 30-foot radius, like a light spell.
I'm doing that one because I'm going next to the
Oh.
fucking magic
So that'll
user.
affect Ugna, and it will affect the magic user you just teleported next to.
Sorry, Ugna.
Okay. I am gonna someone roll me a oh no, there's no saving throw. Holy heck. So this is a momentary light. This is a flash of light, but it only affects 1 round. So for the next turn, the spellcaster and Ugna are blinded. That's actually a very effective thing to do to their spellcaster.
So
Well done.
many spells require you to see the target.
That is very true. Okay. So next up on the initiative order is Tromlin.
I
So Tromlin, here you are in the Feywilds, finding yourself in these shadowy fringes of the Shadowdark, where the Shadowdark meets the Feywild, playing your flute and and leading this random array of shadow creatures behind you. As you try to sort of distance yourself a bit from them, you start playing a little more quietly. And you manage to eventually find yourself in a clearing where the sound of the shadow things rustling in the dark has faded. But in the center of this clearing, your attention is very quickly drawn by an old dead tree with a huge gash in the side. It's a blackened tree, almost like lightning has struck it. But most interestingly, in the gash of the side of the tree, the hollow space within is actively on fire. It is a continuing burning fire, and as you approach it, you realize that the fiery gash in this tree is a portal. So you have a decision to make. You can, if you go through this portal, it may lead you out of the Feywilds, but you're probably going to take some fire damage because the portal is on fire.
that doesn't sound fun.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna look at my spell slots.
You're full up because you haven't used any spells since you guys teleported after your long rest.
That is correct. I just don't know if I have protection memorized or not. Don't think so. Well, shit. I mean, probably don't want to stay. I guess I can't Misty Step into the portal, can I?
Yeah, you can't see the destination is the problem. So you can't see where you're going.
All right,
Which
I'm
means
going to take my water skin, douse myself in water, and jump through.
You can also, you do have Word of Resolve as a cantrip, so you can give yourself a bonus to saving throw of a chosen type.
Okay, we'll do that too.
A +4 sacred bonus. Oh,
All right.
sorry, this is specific. Never mind, it's specific to fear and charm effects. I thought it was any saving throw. So that won't work.
Worth a shot.
But I'm going to give you advantage on a fire save when you're doused in water.
All right.
So go ahead and give me a saving throw. Just a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
All right. Let's see. Slash roll. That's right, Odin. 1d 20 plus 1. First one is 17.
Okay, that's solid. Go ahead and roll just in case you get even better. But I think with your bonus, which is not high, but not
That's a plus
it's
one.
a +1. So that's an 18.
Maybe second
That's
one is
better
no.
than-
That was a 17 adjusted.
Oh, that was with the +1. I see. I just saw the +1 on the dice roller. Yeah. So 17 will still make it though. I think that's good.
There you go.
So
The second one sucks.
You push through and you manage to take less damage as you singe your fur and go ow, 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 ow as you push yourself through, but you can feel the water sizzling off of your skin. So you take half damage 3d6 fire damage. I've rolled 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you take 6. That's not
Okay, it's not bad.
and you push yourself through this fiery gate, and you find yourself overwhelmed with a sickly, stinking smell where you enter into this dark, tight space. Roll me a Constitution save. This is just a straight Constitution save, so you just got your +1.
Okay.
Target is only 14.
That means I'm probably not going to do it.
Uh-oh.
We lost somebody.
We lost one of Alina's cameras, which means that we are now all out of position.
Total
However,
is
you made
19.
your roll. Nice. Very nice. So you are this wave of stink overcomes you, but you manage to hold your breath and push through. And the rest of you see the Hezru suddenly retch and kind of like it's vomiting, and it opens its fangy maw, and Tromlin, dripping with slime and looking singed from fire, comes shooting out of the Hezro's mouth. So Tromlin, you are going to need to use at least part of your action to take stock, but you find yourself in a massive, like impossibly massive cavern with a mountain range of stalactites and stalagmites from the ground and hanging from the ceiling. And you find yourself amongst your friends, your party, but they seem to be in combat with this gigantic, this large-sized demonic creature and a bunch of pasty pale dwarf ninjas. So that's a thing. That's new. So I'm gonna take away your bonus action for taking quick stock, but I'll let you continue use your regular action if you wish to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the ninja dwarves are not our friends. Just making that wild assumption. So let's see what I can do. Oh, first off, how bad do my friends look health-wise?
Not great.
I'm at 11.
I'm at 19 out of 51, so I think I'm probably in the least amount of danger.
Ugna's pretty rough, but you can't quite see her because she's on the other side of the melee. She's over there being as I went to go and tell Alina that the things were out of whack, Alina fixed it, so it's already fixed. So you'll notice you're all back where you're supposed to be.
Question, is everyone within 60 feet of me?
Yes, actually, because even over by the warlock, the rest of you guys are that was only about 30 feet away. So yeah.
What is my spellcasting ability modifier?
Your spellcasting ability modifier is your spell attack bonus is +7. The ability modifier is wisdom or charisma, depending on the spell, but they're both +4, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, it definitely says ability modifier. All right, hold on.
4.
So I cast Mass Healing Word. Everyone gets 8 points back.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, I believe that only affects your allies, not your enemies.
Yes.
So.
Oh wait. I take it back. If I can't see Alina or Morgan, I can't heal them.
You can't see what they're doing, but you can make out their shapes. Like they're not
All right, then.
completely obscured from you.
They get 8 points back each.
Oh, wait, I take it back. They are, because you're in the only light that you have is nearby, and you don't have dark vision.
The fireball was just cast. I believe we may have various parts of us on fire.
I'm also still making bright light.
Oh, no, you're right. The flash of Morgan's light. Morgan is still glowing, so you will be.
All right.
Excellent.
So then, yes, I do that.
I'm keeping track of Ugna. Done. Okay.
How much did we take with half of the fireball again?
17.
Okay.
It was 17. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next up in the initiative order is the demon. Or no, sorry, it's Hollis.
So I confess to having forgotten this. How many times do I get to swing my mace per round? Is it two because of the fighter, whatever, or is it just the one?
I'm just double checking. I believe you have an extra attack. You do, so 2.
Okay. And the mace has a +9 to hit.
Yep.
So
Your amazing
rolling a 14 and an 18. I'm just picking one of the guys in front of me.
Nice. These guys have an armor class of 18.
So hit twice.
Yep.
Pre-rolled the damage. It's a total of 22.
Nice. Okay. You take him out. He's already got some damage from the thunderstep, and that is sufficient. He goes down like a
And
sack
with
of bricks.
such action as there may or may not be left to me, I'm going to side-eye the one next to him and say, oh, wait, they got blown back a bit, didn't they?
Yeah, not really a lot. Like I just was saying because of the thunderstep and it did so much damage to them that they were going to knocked off their feet, but not like more than a foot away.
Yeah. Side-eyeing the nearest one and just going to say, y'all might want to run. Just
That makes
planting a suggestion for him.
Oh, excellent. The actual suggestion spell?
No, just
Just some
being
advice.
briefly diplomatic.
Gotcha. Very much so. I wonder if I should get you to roll an intimidation on that. The circumstance.
Sure, I rolled a 16 plus
6. Yeah.
22.
22. Yeah, his eyes widen above his weird ninja scarf. Next up, it is Fetid.
All right.
And Ollie will go when you go.
So I'm wondering if I should put some arrows into the warlock. Maybe if he goes down, the demon will stop being an issue.
That seems like a reasonable.
Yeah, I think that is what I would like to try and do. So I'm gonna hunter's mark the warlock, assuming I can see them from here.
You sure can.
And arrow number 1.
You're all good. So roll to hit.
That first one will probably not hit. That is 5 plus 8. Yeah, it's like a 13.
Yeah, that won't do it.
All right.
It'll ping off his armor.
Yeah. Arrow number 2 is a nat 20.
That will hit. That will.
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah.
So
Okay, so you can choose after the hit whether you put your swarm damage on it. So I assume.
oh yeah, I'm gonna put as much stink on this as I can.
Yep.
So that makes
you didn't have the opportunity to activate your bow magic, so you won't have that
Right.
bonus.
Okay.
Because that takes a bonus action, and you used it for the hunter's mark.
Sure.
So you're going to do the base damage 1d6 plus 1d6 for the hunter's mark plus 1d6 for the swarm, plus your normal damage bonus, and then double the whole thing.
Okay, so that's what 46 plus 5 times 2.
3d6 plus 5 times 2.
Times 2. All right. Nice.
Woohoo!
Oh wow. 12, 15, 20, so 40 damage.
Okay,
Nice 4-0.
he's not dead, but he's not happy. That's the first damage he's taken, so he's not dead. But that did he's bloodied. Like that's more than half of his hit points by a significant margin. As the first arrow, he raises his small shield he has on the other arm, and it goes ping, and then he lowers it to go ha ha, and the second arrow catches him in the eye. He roars in pain.
They never expect the second arrow.
Nice. What do you want Ollie to do?
I want Ollie to go try to breathe some fire on that guy.
That guy's a fair ways away.
Okay, in that
and
case,
heading over there, his range of fire isn't that far.
Yeah.
But He could
Who is
certainly.
closest to me then? I will just have Ollie attempt to
There's
flame them.
the
Unless-
one. There's the one Duragar who is attacking you, but also the Hezru demon is very nearby.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we have any info on whether this demon is even particularly bothered by fire, though?
Fire
I'm kind of
susceptible?
skeptical.
Give me a. I'm gonna get a roll for you. So you're not like a big expert on demons,
Yeah,
but you do know a lot about monsters.
true.
So I'm gonna say, give me a survival roll, but with disadvantage because you're applying it to a demon.
That's
But
fair
you have a
enough.
plus 10 survival.
So that's 20. That is a. What are we? That is 19. So my low roll is a 19 after my
Oh, yeah.
bonuses.
Okay. You realize that this thing's clearly that poisonous cloud that's been affecting you and everyone else.
Mhm.
That's clearly got poison effects.
Yeah.
Well, it's not affecting you because you managed to make you made your way out of it.
Mhm.
Copernicus is the only one. Sorry, Copernicus and Morgan, but Morgan has avoided making rolls. We got to remember that the two of you have the poisoned effect. So if you do make any rolls, you're doing them with disadvantage.
I
right?
shook it because I had my lucky advantage.
Oh, that's
that I
right.
forgot
You
about.
spent
Yeah.
your thing, so it's just Morgan.
Oh, should I be rolling my save on that then? On the round,
Yes,
or is it?
it's a new
Yeah, okay.
round. Yeah, make another save because if you make it, you're.
I didn't do
done.
the first one, so I'll do the first one. That's a 6. The second one.
You don't have to roll that
an
with
8.
disadvantage. Just roll one.
Oh, but it's been 2 rounds.
Yeah, the first round we rolled last game.
Oh, okay.
That's why I knew you had failed it. So you failed it
it's
again.
just a
So you're
6,
just
yeah.
still affected until you make it out.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you realize, Fetid, that
Mhm.
applying what you know about monsters. If a monster has got like one type of damage type as their main thing, they're usually not immune to others.
Yeah.
So even though this thing is a demon of some sort, the fact that it's like got a poisonous cloud around it
Mhm.
probably means that it's at least affected by fire. Maybe it has resistance, but it's not going to be immune.
Right. Have
Not when
we
it's already
actually
designed.
hit the demon at all yet, or has it just been kind of
I
think it caught us-
this
on
entire
your
time?
step.
I think it caught us
Yeah.
straight. I said I'm good. I'm gonna try something on my turn to handle it. You
Okay,
can
in
definitely
that
add damage
case-
if you want, but I've got a
No.
I mean,
scheme.
you got
I think
you
I
got
am
a-
gonna focus on the
a
Durgar
giant bag
attacking
full of
me
fire.
instead then.
Okay.
So
I mean, it's a cone effect. Let me roll. I'll roll randomly to determine what angle what direction your foe is in. Because if he
Sure.
breathes fire on that one Duragar, it might be possible for the cone to hit something else, right? Because it is a 15-foot cone, so it
Mhm.
depending on wherever all the other Duragar and the demon are. So I'm gonna roll on a 1 or 2. The demon is in the right angle. On a 5 or 6, none of them are. On a 4, on a 3 or 4, some of the other Duragar are. So that's a 1. So you can catch the demon as well as the Duragar target.
All right, cool. Yeah, in that case, it is time for some
Whoosh.
very bad dog breath.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll DC 12 dex saving throws. Please roll me 6d6 fire damage, and we'll see
Little baby
if a
fireball.
dex saving throw cuts that in half.
9.
Yeah.
That bark
14.
is quite a bit worse than most of the bites I've had the opportunity to observe.
So that is a 17 total. Did not roll particularly well for the back half of that.
So they both are taking half damage, but that's still a decent amount of damage. The
Hmm.
Duragar is dead. It
Yay!
took so much damage from the failed save on the thunder that the extra 9 damage from the fire ain't enough, or that's enough to take it out. And the demon takes another 9 fire damage and is like, "Hey, can't you see I'm barfing up a guy here?" He doesn't actually say that. He says something like, "Urgh." That's the kind of way he talks instead. So next up on the list is Ugna, but Ugna is temporarily blind. So I'm just going to roll a disadvantage wild swing in whatever direction Morgan is kind of indicating the bad guy is in. That is not going to hit. My low roll is a 5 plus bonus. Oh, and the second roll has a nat 1 in it, so that's not going to hit.
Ugna does have advantage on something from the silver barbs.
He does.
Okay, that'll be advantage on the first attack roll. So I'm going to re-roll it because that'll cancel. I don't know which was which, but that'll cancel.
Or
the
it can stay banked. Like I don't
disadvantage.
think it has. Does it have to be the next roll, or can you save it?
It has to be.
I
it's
think it has
supposed
to be the next.
roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, in that case, it should have been on. Didn't she make a saving throw? No, the blind. There was no saving throw on the blinding. All right, I'm just going to re-roll that first attack roll because it might be better, and it is a 2, so it's worse. So that's not gonna do it.
Dang.
I'll take the 5, the higher roll, but that's still not going to hit him. So Ugna flails around blindly with the hammer, but forgets that she's ridiculously tall and that she's fighting a dwarf, and like even Morgan is there, and like it's just like over your heads, swish, swish, swish. By the way, Ugna is still like acting like some kind of military commander as she like tells you to hit the dirt and does a bunch of these swings around and curses in Dwarvish at the Duergar.
Okay.
Acting weird. Okay, next up is Copernicus.
Can I magic CSI this demon and just I want to confirm that it's not from this
Sorry,
plane.
hang on. Someone goes before you. I forgot
Oh,
that.
no worries.
No, we're in the round where they got to go first, so never mind. I was forgetting the surprise rules are weird in D&D. But anyway, yes. So what do you want to CSI?
I want to figure out if this demon is native to the material plane or is here from one of the abyssal planes, and I want to see if it's a temporary summon or like permanently bound, like
Make
concentration
me an
effect type
Arcana
thing.
check. That sounds like a sort of thing that you're an expert in.
It's a 16.
That is good enough. I'm going to say that you think this is likely some kind of permanency, like something was either summoned and then plane bound, or more likely someone opened a portal and it came through. Especially given all of the other demons you've seen circling the cavern, because if a bunch of demons are here, that's a lot of summonings. But it makes a lot more sense if there's a permanent portal somewhere, because then demons can just go through it.
Okay,
And
so I
with
think
that,
yeah.
I'm going to start setting up a poll.
Okay.
So carry on. What else? What do you want? That didn't take you. That took you like maybe a bonus action worth of taking stock.
Oh, I'm hoping to save my bonus action for something else, if I may.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so
That is a lot of brain power.
I think to make this good gameplay, I think the order of operations I need to do is do distracting intrusion on the demon, run away and take my attack of opportunity before I cast, get as far away as I can, and then we'll come to the spell. But to start,
You
can I get
do
a
not
distracting intrusion on the
Need to
demon
worry
first?
about attack of opportunity because you were knocked back by your opponent and you no longer have.
Oh, I
anyone.
assumed he was like tackling with me, like carrying through. Okay.
No,
Oh,
because
amazing.
that's not how the push works in
Yeah.
Battlemaster. So I just kind of, in order to describe it, I was like, he gave you a running start because like why else
Gotcha.
would you fly 20 feet?
Okay. So in that case, I think what Purdy's
Okay.
gonna do is just kind of keep rolling in that direction.
Yep.
The distracting intrusion on the demon. So that's a
Okay,
DC
saving throw for the
15.
demon. He
DC
makes the
15
saving
wisdom
throw.
save.
He made the saving throw. I got a 17 on the die.
Okay. And
It's
then
not correct. You
I'll
put
take my
horrible
move.
infernal voices in his head and he goes, ah, mom?
Darn, it's his favorite radio station. And then but I will sort of stand up at a distance, 60-foot distance from him, and be like, the only person who stinks up the joint and then attacks my friends with a demon is me. And then I'm going to cast banishment on the demon.
Nice.
Okay.
And try and boot him off this plane.
I'm going to start off though, but with a poll. So I'm going to ask my players to step out of the chat. And audience, the poll should now be visible. If you don't see the poll, you may need to refresh the chat. The chat will be up for 10 minutes as always. Please do vote early and often. You get 1 vote automatically, but you can use channel points to vote as often as you like. So please feel free to do so. I would like to know which of these options are going to happen. It's going to affect some of the gameplay that's coming up after the break. So please do vote. I see a couple votes so far, but keep them coming. Okay. And I will leave the audience to vote. I'll keep you posted as the vote counts down. We're just in the first minute here, but keep them coming. Okay. In case of a tie, obviously, I will roll for it, but I don't know that I will need to do that. Okay, so banishment, you say? Excellent.
Yeah. So charisma saving throw DC 17.
Okay, 15. What's its bonus? It
DC.
is
Oh, interesting.
I rolled a
So you
15.
rolled a
I gotta
15
check
on the
its-
die.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it doesn't have proficiency. It only has a +1. That's a 16. That's
Yes,
1
yes,
point
yes.
shy. Charisma save was the way to go here.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so it is failed a banishment save. Now it's not summoned.
It's still, if it's
But
not from this plane, it returns to its native plane. As long as I hold concentration, it stays there, and if I hold concentration for a minute, it's gone there permanently.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And so I've run out of dodge, and I am like, while trying to sound intimidating, also like hiding behind rocks and getting anything I can between me and an opponent who could knock off my concentration.
Okay. It disappears in a puff of mid roar. It goes like it's responding to you defiantly. And then just a blip and it's gone. Next up, the Duragar Warlock makes like a little NPC noise and vanishes. And that was clearly an invisibility spell cast. I tell you because you have the invisibility spell, so you definitely recognize it. In fact, you're a warlock with invisibility spell, so you super recognize what just happened. The remaining Derogar kind of pause as they go like, oh, because like you just intimidated one of them, and then their giant demon and their boss disappeared. So they go and then they start shouting in Dwarven, which only Ugna and Hollis will understand, but Hollis, you will realize that they are shouting death or glory as they throw themselves at you and attempt to take you down. The ones that were fighting Ugna, God, who are they going to go after now? The ones that were fighting Ugna, I think, are going to actually turn and charge you, Copernicus, since you obviously just did that to the demon they were standing next to. They're going to do like a get.
But I'm a sweet old man hiding behind a rock.
Get that spellcaster. So they're going to charge towards you and probably not be able to get all the way to you because you said you were backing off, right?
Yeah, I took my full movement away and I'd been knocked 10 feet away, so they probably...
They can't quite reach you, so they're going to charge towards you and throw their axes at you. So they're hand axes, they can be thrown.
Delightful.
So these are ranged attacks, which means they won't be able to do a second attack, but I think these ones already used their action surges anyway. Okay,
AC
a
14.
17 plus 6 will hit.
Yep.
Or what's your AC?
14.
Okay, so the 15 will hit as well.
Oh.
So each of them is doing a d6 plus 4. That's 7 damage. And that was caught 6 damage.
Okay, that's 6 HP, and I got to make 2 concentration saves.
Yes. So these are Constitution saving throws.
Ooh.
Yep, which you're not great at.
No, and it's just
have a
baseline
+2.
DC 10, right?
You have +2.
Yeah.
Baseline is DC 10. They didn't do enough damage to be harder.
Okay.
Oh,
Someone's back.
Make the first save with a 14. Come on, baby. A 4 on the second one. I'll burn an inspiration.
sounds like a good idea.
Yes! 16 on the second one.
Nice.
Demon stays banished.
Nice. Okay.
I'm
I
gonna.
know that Ugna's my favorite, but you're my first favorite grandpa.
Aw.
That is.
Well-
Oh wait, I can't even say that. You're not alive. Well, you're my second favorite undead. You're my second favorite dead grandpa.
I'm looking for more votes there, audience.
But
Halfway through the
remember that
poll.
I'm giving you my inspiration for silvery barbs
Oh.
for when the next attack.
Oh, and
from
that's what
enemy.
comes. Okay.
'Cause it hasn't
Thank you.
happened.
Well, you
Yeah,
It
haven't
hasn't
I think-
happened,
use
but
it again.
yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Fernie
'cause right
actually
now,
will
Ugna
yell.
had it.
Will actually yell for help and be like, for once I am attempting to get rid of a demon instead of bring one in, and I could use some help over here. As he like tries to dodge blows and keep the blood inside himself. He's at 6 HP, and also keep concentration on the spell.
Just like
Keep those votes coming,
leaky,
folks.
Yeah.
We're
leaky
running down
boating
the
your
clock.
your blood.
Yeah,
You kind of scoop it back in.
yeah. Normally I leak from other orifices.
Alina, you're back. Can you please
Hey.
remove one inspiration from Copernicus and one from
I
Fetid?
can indeed.
They were spent in your absence.
Alina is deafened.
Oh, I think Alina has audio coming through another channel, or I thought anyway, but I could be wrong.
Oh. Hey, I think I'm back.
Now you're back.
Can you hear us?
Yay!
I can hear you. I can hear everything
Okay.
that's going on. I'm turning on all of the things. It was Copernicus and Morgan?
Fetid.
Me.
Fetid.
Fetid.
Copernicus and Fetid.
Hoof. All
Oh
right.
my goodness. Someone really wants one of the options in that poll because it was slightly leading and then it jumped up by like almost 20 votes. If anybody wants one of the other two options, I will say that it's going to affect which of the events occurs because events are tied to each of those three. So keep it coming.
I
All
have
right.
no idea what's going on.
And I'm just talking about the vote.
Oh,
We're counting down the vote and people are starting to throw some interesting votes on it. Now suddenly there's some shift. Oh my goodness. Some serious channel points are going into these votes now.
ooh.
As I often get fucked, but not in the best way from the polls. I would like to advocate for myself in that I just uploaded a twerking Morgan animation. It's in our Discord, and it will soon hopefully be approved to be a GIF or emote available through my channel.
Yes.
So
Open so.
just
Well,
having to advocate for
I will
myself as
reveal-
always.
I will reveal that the poll is not that blatant and they wouldn't know if there is any connection to messing with y'all. Okay, so I've got my remaining Duergar have to go. So two of them ran and threw their axes at Copernicus. The
I
three
caught
that were
those
fighting
axes
Hollis-
with my body.
It's true. The three that were fighting Hollis are all going to take more shots at him despite his insane armor class. And only one of them is going to hit. I mean, the others hit, but they just don't get past the armor. But one of them is going to hit and do damage.
Gonna silvery barbs that one.
Yeah, if you want to.
Because I don't think there's anyone
You're
else
gonna
that
spend-
is in the initiative order before my use is relevant.
Probably not. But you
Yeah.
got to spend a sorcery point for it because you're
Yeah.
out of first level spell slots.
Yeah, I will
I think-
spend a sorcerer point.
It's only one, right? To cast a first level, or is it two? I think it's two.
Okay.
Yeah, regain spell slot 2 points for level 1. So you got to spend 2 of your sorcery points.
Okay, I'm down to 4. And
you
Perny gets the
reroll,
bonus.
and it's
Thank
a
you.
fail. It's a miss. Hollis just gets a rain of axes glancing off of his massive shield and armor as he scolds them.
This is
Redeem
how
for
some.
six.
This is how some of us
Last
dwarves
second to the vote.
bathe.
The vote is about to end. It's your last chance, chat. And finished. Thank you, chat. That was briefly very competitive.
I had thought
and that
bathing an
means
axe
the-
was more of a like college bro type thing, but
This is the
I
dwarf
was
version of
just
Axe
thinking
body
that.
spray.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Players, you may now return to the chat. The
Oh.
poll has ended, and I have my marching orders.
I'm sure
So,
nothing
let's
terrible
take
has
one
happened while
for-
I've been away.
Nope.
1, 2, 3,
No,
4, 5.
We
nothing
just
No, you
almost
took,
died. That's all.
You
That's
just took
good. That's good.
75 damage and were temporarily blinded.
Oh, hey, I need a character sheet, don't I?
Although you gained 8 hit points back already. I like Alina going, I need a character sheet, and grabbing a bird.
yeah.
It was the first thing done. Was the
Where
grabbing
where
of a
do
bird.
you put your character sheets?
in your bird?
Obviously.
And so the one that was fighting Morgan can now get a new target.
I'm down
And the one that
75?
was fighting
Yeah.
Cool.
you took 75, but actually you're back down. You gained 8 back because
Okay.
Tromlin was vomited up by the demon and immediately got up and cast a mass healing. Healing word.
Cool.
Okay,
Like
so
you do.
then
As you do.
that's how it works, right? So the remaining 2 that have lost their opponents, because Copernicus was knocked out of range for the one. Actually, you know what? The one that was fighting you, Copernicus, is probably going to charge and throw an axe as well. So another axe thrown at Copernicus.
Do I have 3 on me?
is A 16. Yeah, because the one that was on you before also would charge you.
I'm at 6
Throwing
HP,
heat
Lane,
over
so this
there.
is probably.
Well, you take 7 damage.
I'm at,
Oh.
You're down.
Boo.
So
And
you
the
go
demon
down,
comes
and that
back.
means the demon is going to reappear.
brutal.
Boo.
And the
Yikes.
last one is going to turn and attack
I leave for 5 minutes.
and Fetid. And
Buddy.
is going to
Simmer down.
not actually no, he's gonna hit. He hits Ozymandias. Jeff, do you want that attack to hit you or him? I know you have a fair number
I
of hit points
will
left.
probably
You can choose.
strategically it would make more sense for him to take it, but he's a good boy, so I'm gonna take it.
Okay, because he has 52 hit points and he hasn't taken any damage.
Now I'm gonna take it. That's what
Okay.
Fedit would do.
So it's a terrible roll, so it's only 6 damage.
6? Okay.
Yep.
Totally worth
Roll
it.
2 on the die. And that is all of them. It's back to Morgan. Alina has become a bird.
We all knew it would happen
It
one
was-
day.
You see Alina's
Inevitable,
blue hair
really.
behind it, so that's definitely still
So we
Alina.
do.
Clearly, that's still Alina. So back to the top of the order, Morgan.
May I just narrate my being
Oh,
beaten
yes,
into
please
unconsciousness?
do.
I think that
What do
like
you wanna do?
Perny, as he gets like cornered by 3 Dwargar and just like beaten down, just like feebly pulls his hand up from like the pile of blows raining down on him and yells like "Elder abuse!" and then just gets smashed under.
No help by
They haven't
fallen.
actually. They haven't fully closed with you. They got close enough to throw their axes at you, so they're
Oh,
still
right.
like a
Okay,
good
fair. Yeah,
20 feet away, each of
Yeah.
them. But they're all now disarmed because they've thrown their axes at you. But they're clearly
I
intending.
caught all 3 axes. Can I please get some credit? I caught all of them.
It's very impressive, honestly.
With your chest.
Yeah,
You
it didn't miss a
Stop
single one.
painting them like that.
Okay, so we're at the top of the round. Let's take our break here.
Sounds
And
good.
then we can pick up after break.
And
Yeah.
not just because Lane brutally murdered me, but I'm gonna have to miss the back half of this game. So when I'm gone, it's not because I rage quit or I died.
No,
it was-
it is. I was about to say it is because these axes are poisoned, and Copernicus is going to go into a stupor.
Uh-oh.
So when he is
A
healed, he doesn't
stupor?
actually regain consciousness.
Oh
But
no.
we'll come back to that after the break.
Cool.
So
All right. Let's go to break.
let's go to break. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Bye, y'all.
BRB.
Bye.